Alright. So, we're back in the club. I think it's time for us to talk to old Eben. Eben Weasler, I think. Let's go talk. I mean, he saw us. We gotta talk.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
Oh, shit.
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
Uh,
Chicken police.
oh, shit.
But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could...
Hey,
Are you talking?
it's me.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Coppers in person.
The Rooster Goblins.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken Police. Your partner is, he is,
He just introduced himself.
Marty McChicken. Sir, I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So,
Hi.
to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail
Eben's
thing.
like a really cool
You know,
name.
horrifying threats written on the wall with blood red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Like, is that actually like a real name? I'm gonna look that up. Like, where does like Eben come from? Eben name. Oh, I just wrote IGN. That's not what I want. Eben name. It's Arabic. He's Arabic? I don't know. Iben's a cool. Oh yeah, no, I have heard of Eben as a name before. That's why I like it so much. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he's
Hamtaro.
retired. If you would excuse us.
It's Hamtaro time. Hamtaro.
Oh, dear
I'll start
Olivia,
Bijou.
it's
I
okay.
can't remember
These
that.
gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Oh. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. So now we can. Oh. He's loud as howler. That sounds like a. Sounds like a type of porno. He has the case, he has the girl, he has the gun, he is the alpha.
Huh. Another Lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City?
I would watch
God,
Predator
I'm still
City.
getting
Hell
chicken
yeah.
bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
Huh. No shit.
I want to know
You
more
think
about
this is
your
one of
thoughts
those
on this.
movies where the
Logan
femme
fan.
fatale gets everything in the end and the poor detective's left stranded?
Yep, just like life.
Murder, my tweet. Oh my god, look at this. Hicks Poodle, Claire Turmoil, Anna Shiny.
Oh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye, hired to look for a woman, then gets into some kind of blackmail thing that's connected to the first case. And
Hey, Marty,
what? Yeah?
I don't give a shit.
Ugh.
It's a classic.
How so?
Hold on.
It's a classic. And kind of reminds me of the situation we're in right now.
How so?
I don't know. A mysterious case, a mysterious woman, strange threats, some off-duty investigation.
So?
Like, think about it. What if we're in a movie?
You're in a
And
game.
this whole mess is just fiction.
Marty, I think you're having a nervous breakdown.
So let's ask who. Let's ask about
Look,
Natasha.
detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler.
Okay, well, I mean, I did ask, but. Let's ask
I'm not
about
as
him.
exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk?
Oh, now yeah, actually, no. When I talked about Natasha, I opened up the interrogate dialogue chain. Ooh, let's learn more about Olivia.
Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
What are your thoughts on Lewis?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Everyone loves Lewis. I mean, like, everyone's got to love
Only a
Lewis.
bit worn out.
Everyone loves Lewis.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
Hold on. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that.
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't really care about this Tsar Club. This question.
Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be
I like how he's
cunning.
just looking at
I can't
me.
just pin him against a wall.
It's fucking weird.
Yet.
Oh, I should move me over. Shouldn't I? I need to. I moved myself previously because of Elden Ring, but I can move back. Okay, Hobart. Oh, Ibid's not even his real name. Wester's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. Can you just pin him against a wall? Yeah. So he already doesn't like me, I think. Or, yeah, he doesn't really like me. Okay, so how do you feel when you heard
How did you feel when you heard
He was
about the
gonna say, what did
blackmail?
he say?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
That's weird.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Mistrust. Alright. Well, that's a stupid question. We know why he's not going to call the police. Actually, no. We're asking this because we know that what he does, and we know why he can't call the police. Ask him straight up, what do you do? He's gonna be like, yeah, I'm a mob boss.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny, huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Eh.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Why would anyone have? Oh, I think I did one worse. Secretive. Why would anyone have reason?
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Okay. Oh, he liked that. Time to gently beat around the bush. Do you spend a lot of your time here?
Do you spend a lot of your time here?
It's a strange question, you know.
Humor me.
Of course I spend a lot of time here. I'm here every time Natasha performs. Sadly, it's getting rarer.
Is it compatible with your other businesses?
Huh? What? Writing threatening messages and hiding them?
I didn't say that.
You're sly for a foul, Featherland. But this ain't your territory, is it?
I guess not, Mr. Wessler.
Okay, he liked that. Is business going well, Mr. Wessler?
Business going well, Mr. Wessler?
Depends on which one.
Maybe it's a business rival?
Real estate, catering, charity, protection, extortion, bribing
They're just
cops,
using-
contraband, the usual.
I don't know.
Funny guy.
How are the casinos?
Fine, thank you. Gambling has always been a good business. Luck is expensive around here.
Damn, if only I knew that. I heard gambling was illegal.
And I've heard you're not on the force at the moment.
Then it seems we have a fair fight.
On uneven ground, Mr. Featherland. I'm not sure I'd stand on it for long if I were you.
That was candid.
I try to be clear.
Is everything alright between you and Natasha?
Is everything all right between you and Natasha?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. If you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you
That's
mean.
a good way of putting it.
Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, because I'm a detective.
It would make my job easier.
It would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
Right. We already know he doesn't want to go to the station. Have there been similar threats in the past?
Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
We didn't like that. Mob boss and the pussycat, eh?
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out? Huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The Millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I don't like that the subtitles went faster than the way he spoke.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's
man.
expensive. You get what you can afford.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend, roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger. She's going out alone. Or is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend? Yeah, I'm gonna ask this one.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Decent. That's how you do it, partner. Not quite like old times, but you still got it. The old VC Stone with some tricks, eh? Ibn's trying really hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know,
Dude, you have
for
a
old
wife.
time's sake.
How many times have you been trying to be unfaithful so far? And we've been playing for
Pleasure
a
to
little
meet you,
bit.
gentlemen.
Oh,
Yeah,
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
okay. Let's hear that lady sing. That was really funny, I don't know why.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm already dead inside.
Sonny. Sonny.
Say,
This is so weird.
Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
Ahem. You were amazing, dear, as always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey,
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people.
The moth.
I wanted to be
people.
the microphone as she
The
whispers her
Mothman.
melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely
Oh man, he's a
touching,
simp.
barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
The 7th rule of predation. Ooh.
Gee, that is a, unique picture, and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it.
Let's just talk to her.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best. honest.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
Oh, you do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Okay, Natasha. Let's question you.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
That was, I'm not equal. Oh wow, she doesn't really care about all the compliments I've been saying. That was a remarkable performance.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
We already talked about the picture. This place is very elegant, and so is your
The
room.
place is very elegant, and so's your room.
Why, thank you.
I kind of feel like I'm in a museum.
Well, that depends on the kind of museum.
The kind with nice things.
Oh,
Suspiciously nice things. Just like you.
do you think I'm suspicious?
We'll see about that.
Try me.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
She's a nice girl, why don't you go? She didn't want to go directly. That's a stupid. I don't like that. The whole case stinks. What are you trying to make me do? Do you have any material evidence concerning threats?
Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
What?
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept my ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Who was in those threats exactly?
What was in those threats exactly?
The message
Who was
itself is
Wessler?
not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
Whore?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
Ah! Bingo!
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Ain't it red, baby?
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Filmar. I've never seen the cover. Not even a shadow? Let's ask about... Yeah, could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship?
Could the threats have anything to do with
I think
the
we can start asking
dangerous
about this.
relationship between you?
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
Every interracial relationship has risk. But yes, this one's more conspicuous than most.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more radical transgressions than I do.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am. So, yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are what we are. And you know, if you're interested in my personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a flavor no other can replace.
It must be one interesting relationship, that's for sure. I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
Maybe one day you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been with a predator before?
Well,
Well,
that's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around, if you don't mind.
as you wish, Sonny.
How many fools like me have you used up?
How many
Natasha?
fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well,
I just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cockadoodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Stop beating around the bush. How do you know Molly? Yeah, like, please. Oh wait, I'm back down here. What the fuck?
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Luck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
What exactly do you want from me?
What exactly do you want from me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and
Whatever it takes.
not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
Oh god. It's the copper. Not bad, but not good either. It's okay for a rookie, but you can do better. Damn. The threat, or rather, the threatening word in the messages sent to Natasha is simply whore. It's brief, but says a lot regardless. Oh. Man, I'm not doing that. I thought I was doing good at first, but I guess not. I was very getting up there, but then I must have went on a chain of questioning that just dropped me down. That's why I was in the middle again after getting all those pluses.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Okay.
Natasha,
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight.
Flower Town.
I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know,
Please, this is very important to me.
sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Okay. Cool. So I guess we head out.
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I
Oh.
And you. Well, Ibn's gone, but Olivia's still here.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
you don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Gentlemen, she didn't finish the line. Oh. Nice.
You know,
Let's ask about it.
Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change.
Sometimes someone can
deeply
help
respect
change that.
that.
Natasha definitely
Well,
did that
thank you
now.
for your honesty, ma'am.
But
What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Katsenko?
yeah,
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Well, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
Well, let's talk about the weekend.
If I'm not
house.
mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about it?
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
Okay. Alright, why don't we get the fuck out of here? Oh my god, Philmar. Hey, Philmar.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
Yeah, we said we were gonna talk
In
to
fact,
Roberts.
yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here. Okay, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I mean, he did shoot him. What the fuck is this?
We stepped into it, didn't we? We
What is
stepped
it?
in.
It's a bunch of names. Cigarette.
Oh, man, Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Philmar. This could be important.
Yeah, thanks. This actually may be
Don't thank me.
very important.
Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty. We
Tell us more
stepped
about
into
this.
it, didn't we?
That's enough.
Belonged to the upper crust. Yeah, I noticed.
It's only some sex cult, if you're lucky.
Don't even go there, Marty.
Yeah, all right.
Jesus Christ.
The truth is,
Talk about
Ibn's a dirty bastard, but he's likable. It must be his charisma that snared Natasha.
Maybe there's more to it than simple wild love.
Who knows? Animals commit the dirtiest of deeds for wild love.
You've got a point.
Wonderful girl. Either I'm gonna kill her or I'm beginning to like her.
That's funny. I swear I've heard that before.
To be honest, me too.
The weekend
So,
house.
Natasha invited us to her weekend house.
That's either very good news or very bad news.
50%. That's not that bad, is it?
That's an admirable attitude.
Attitude, yeah, he's got that. Most of the time, I think that's all he's got.
Hey,
And then
Who
Olivia.
is this woman anyway? She's like Ibn's shadow. Nobody knows anything about her.
I don't know if she has anything to do with the case, but it's worth keeping an eye on her anyway.
More women.
Marty,
more
don't you
trouble.
know her from somewhere?
You already fantasizing.
Even the sight of young women make me tired. Anyway, most people say she's the rat's lover too. But next to Natasha, I doubt he'd want her. Anyway, Pussycat would have already torn her to shreds.
Could be.
Okay. I don't really want to talk to.
look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his...
You're treading on thin ice.
No, I just...
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge?
Oh, yeah, we already heard this
Look,
conversation, right?
I'm so...
Good.
At least we're cracking this one together.
Sure.
Oh wait, no, I do have it in my bag now. I feel like I had that before. Weird. Okay, whatever. I think I'm gonna cut it here, and then next time we'll go to the weekend house. Maybe, just maybe.